that particular locality. But the executive of the political party will take a decision that, regardless of popularity of that individual, but they choose another person to appoint as a leader. And the one who's popular, of course, will feel aggrieved, and the fights then started within the same political party. So that is basically what we're trying to communicate here, Commissioner.
Please continue.
Thank you so much. So the Morane Commission, which then was established, did confirm that these many assassinations were linked largely to corruption within local government, especially tenders. So you could imagine the one who is in position of authority as a political party leader or as a leader of society has some kind of influence over the issuing of tenders. And the business people that once you get tenders, they will always be friends with the one who's got an executive authority over that municipality or different provinces. And as a result, that corruption became the center of these incidents of threats came from the Commission. Is the one that brought about the creation of the independent structures, which include having a designated focus from the South African Police Service in terms of investigation of these cases. And that's why then the South African Police Service responded by creating a team. But, Commissioner, that did not stop. We then saw more of those incidents happen up until 2018, when the President of the Republic decided that the efforts from law enforcement, being the South African Police Service alone, or the Minister of Police at the time, guiding or directing the interventions to try and mitigate this type of crime. It was then important from the present point of view that the police must not work alone. Therefore, the police must put the efforts together with other ministers within the cluster in order to be able to have a focused intervention in terms of trying to mitigate these incidents of political violence, if we were to call it. And as a result, in 2018, the President of the Republic appointed an interministerial committee, which we refer to as an IMC. I want to emphasize again, Commissioner, that the President of the Republic appointed an interministerial committee, which we refer to as an IMC. This committee consists of different ministers within the cluster. That will include the Minister of Police. It will include the Minister of State Security. It will include the Minister of Defense. It will include the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, and the different entities that are within the security cluster were also represented, including state security. So all these ministers, they form that which we refer to as an IMC. And the Minister of Police was appointed as a chairperson of the IMC. So it was the IMC that was mandated to relook at how best can the law enforcement, together with other agencies within the criminal justice system, can put a best possible solution to the incidents of political violence as it was experienced then.
Before you move on, General, if I may, at your paragraph 53, you highlight the reasons for why, in part, the President elected to implement a different approach, which is through the establishment of the IMC. Could you highlight what were the challenges with the task team then, as established from 2011, that informed the President's thinking to establish the IMC to address the same issues that the task team was engaged with?
Commissioner, The work, as I said, from 2011, when the Minister of Police then, together with the National Commissioner, designated specific investigators to work on the cases that are involving the political leaders, it became evident as these incidents were continuing, it became evident that the success of that team was not good enough. There were many challenges. Part of it that was contributing to the challenges was the slow progress in terms of arrest and the very poor conviction rate that was experienced at the time. And as I said, that is why the President felt that whatever intervention that the Minister of Police alone have implemented is not sufficient. Therefore, a group of ministers must come together and look at whether this work that needs to be done, can it be done in a different way than how it was done back then.
From paragraph 55 then of your statement, you look deeper into the functioning and the work of the IMC. Could you take it from there?
Commissioner, as I said earlier in my introduction, that I had occupied different positions. One of them was, which I mentioned, was 2018, when I was deployed in the province of KwaZulu-Natal as the acting provincial commissioner. I had a meeting with the management in KZN at the time as a provincial commissioner, and that was held in May 2018, where the deputy provincial commissioner was responsible for investigation, Major General Chiliza, together with his team. They briefed me about the work that was done by the team up until that period, 2018. And from there, there was then a briefing that was arranged in order to brief the IMC, and that meeting took place in June, or was held in June, where these group of ministers came down to the province, and I gave a presentation to the ministers with regard to the investigation, because when the Major General Chiliza gave me a presentation together with the team, we had to analyze the challenges that the team has, and to be able to see whether is any areas of improvement that we could initiate in order to assist the team going forward.
General, I apologize. I see that what you are testifying to now is in regard to the meeting of the 11th of June 2018. Can I take you at paragraph 50? Can I take you a page back to paragraph 55? Paragraph 55 seems to suggest an earlier meeting of the IMC. Is that correct?
That is correct. When, as I said, Commissioner, I had met with the team to try and establish who is working on the cases, and the IMC had convened in May as well, as I said, in 2018, after my arrival in the province, where this Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Major General Chiliza, gave a presentation on the work that was done by the team that he was leading at the time, from 2011 to 2018. And the Major General Chiliza, and him giving the presentation, the IMC was not quite pleased about the progress made by that team. And they then indicated to all of us that it was